products. In 2010, a special touch was named the Canadian Gift and Tableware Association's 2009 Retailer of the Year, marking the first time a Newfoundland company won the highest retail honor in the country. Most recently, Sandra was inducted into the Retail Council of Canada's Canadian Retail Hall of Fame for her leadership in advancing and promoting retail and retail as a career. Congratulations, Sandra. Oh, and did I mention she was a registered nurse until her retirement 5 years ago? Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Avery.
Thank you very much, Christine. And good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me to your first event. I'm very pleased and honored. And I thought it was going to be easy for me until I thought maybe I should put a few words on paper. Well, that became a disaster, but anyway, I've already arranged Jerry to, if I make any mistakes, he's going to patch them up after.
I made a lot of mistakes.
Well, I realized at a very early age that I had entrepreneurial ambitions. At the age of 11 years old, I went door to door in my small town that I grew up in, Hillview, Trinity Bay. Really? Selling Easter cards and packages of flower seeds. And I knew then that I would own my own business because I was getting so excited just after, you know, each time I went out counting my money and figuring out how much money I was going to save, and I'm like, oh, it's just fun. But anyway, in 1967, I decided to be a nurse, and I went to training at the Grace Hospital. I worked as a recovery room nurse from 1970 to, well, it was about 36 years. And I finished my career at the Health Science about 5 years ago. And I'm proud to say I enjoyed every minute of it. 10 years later, my husband needed a career change. I knew this was the perfect opportunity for me to pursue my entrepreneurial instincts. Terry and I opened Upholstery by Terry in 1977, which was a home-based business. See my H's, how I dropped them? See, that shows you I grew up around the baby. I still have difficulty with that. And then my husband, of course, he still calls an apple apples, so he puts them on with. But anyway, we get by. Where am I? Okay, so Terry did the actual upholstery work, and I looked after the books and the PR part of the business. As I continued my nursing profession, helped to raise her 2 children, and enjoyed the social part of the business. As a result of the customers' conversation and interaction, I heard loud and clear that our city was lacking places for our customers to buy unique and different home accents and furniture for their homes. So now I saw the opportunity to open another business. This time, though, it was a much bigger undertaking. We had to move out of the comfort and security of our home to lease a commercial location, which involved high rent, signing a long-term lease, higher taxes, and hiring extra people. As a true entrepreneur, I knew I could do it. There was no need to be scared. We opened the doors to a special touch in December 1987. I remember standing there that morning after working an all-nighter to make certain that my store was beautiful. I thought, oh my God, what am I doing here? I have never worked a day in retail, and here I am, large as life, all alone, waiting for my first customer. A little bit scary at the time. Well, it was just like having people into my home. It wasn't as bad as I thought. And to this day, I feel the same way. Retail is not about selling. It's about giving our customers a warm welcome, allowing them to feel comfortable, and be available to give them the help and attention they deserve when they are ready. I always say I went into business for the same reason I went into nursing, to help people and make a difference in people's lives. This year, we at A Special Touch are celebrating 25 years of business. There are many reasons for our success. We have always put a lot of emphasis on great products and beautiful displays. Our focus was always attention to detail, feeling the necessity to make each and every customer's visit an experience. Being a bit of a perfectionist was also a big influence in building our brand, and the perception that A Special Touch was the place to go to find that special gift for that someone in your life. I always say we sell a feeling, an experience, not a product, because people often buy a gift for what it says and not for what it is. My biggest reward is to see the joy, excitement, and relief, even tears, when many of our customers find that perfect gift which they know is going to be so appreciated by the person that they are giving it to. Quite often, our suppliers refer to me as the Globetrotter, because I feel the necessity to attend to trade shows, not only in Canada, but also in many parts of the United States, as well as Europe and Asia. I feel I have an obligation to myself, my staff, my customers, and my community to be the best at what I do. That means exploring many avenues and opening doors outside the obvious trade shows that most Canadians attend. It also means putting in 12 to 16-hour days, making sure that I've seen every square foot of each show, and to see and make sure that I don't miss those products that could be the next hottest thing for my customers. Our customers always expect new and different, and we aim to meet this expectation and hopefully excel them sometimes. It's all good to have great products and wonderful displays, but we have been very fortunate over these years to have great staff. Our staff is what differentiates A Special Touch from the other businesses. Sometimes the products may be the same, but the customer's experience depends largely on the people that they interact with. We have had lots of positive feedback over the last 25 years on the excellent service they have received. We have had some staff members at our store up to for 20 years. We've had long-term staff over the years, but one has been there for 20 years. This results in familiarity and consistency in customer service, which often results in long-term relationships. I want to say that many of our valuable staff have been retired teachers and nurses, and they usually bring with them great work ethics, great life experiences, lots of knowledge and expertise, and great understanding of the needs of our older customers, which has our primary demographics, which has been our primary demographics. We also value our younger staff, who are usually students that are pursuing their education. We find that the senior staff often become mentors, guidance counselors, and caregivers to the younger staff, especially those that are from home or away from home. This combination makes for happy staff, and I always say happy staff makes for happy customers, which results into lots of sales. The longer a customer's in the store, the more they buy, and of course, then I'm happy. So for those of you who are considering going back into the workforce, do it. You will find it very rewarding and rejuvenating. Because now you are doing it because you want, in some cases, not because you have to. It makes a world of difference. Another huge reason we are successful is because we give back to our community. I have become very much involved in industry organizations by accepting invitation to be a board member. I'm on the board of directors of NLO, Newfoundland, which is the Newfoundland and Labrador organization of women entrepreneurs. And of course, Retail Council of Canada. About 4 years ago, I was asked to join their task force for independent retailers. And we've done a lot of work on that, and hopefully you will see the results within the next year, within this year. Then I have been involved in the Healthcare Foundation. I'm involved in the charity. I'm on the board of directors of the foundation, and it's a great fit, I felt, because I retired from nursing, and not because I really wanted to. I guess the demands of my business finally got up to me. But I just loved the healthcare, and I wanted to divert my energy, I guess, and some of my, what shall I say? Well, the fact that I had a business gave me a lot of advantages and a lot of product and a lot of, I could give a lot, I could donate a lot, I could get things from my suppliers. So I felt that I had an edge over most people who didn't have their own business. As a business owner, it gives me the opportunity to make bigger contributions to the healthcare in our province than when I was a nurse. Those kinds of involvement speaks volumes when you're nominated for the different awards. Because community involvement, I found, especially no matter when I got the award at NLO here in Newfoundland, and even the one in Toronto for all of Canada, they put a lot of emphasis on that part. Of course, I never do it for that. I'm just one of those who love to give, and that's when I'm happiest. My recipe for success, I feel hard work and determination is huge. And one time I used to feel kind of, wow, am I stupid? Like, because you listen to some people and you read some books and they say, yeah, like, you shouldn't have to work that hard. You delegate and give orders and other people do the work. Well, I don't know. After hearing a good few other speakers that have been in the same boat as me, thank God I've got my confidence back, because it seems that hard work and determination, hard work especially, you just can't get away from that. You really got to get involved. If you're running your own business, it's your money, you got to really stay on top of it. And there's not too many out there is going to look after it as well as you can, unfortunately. Attention to detail, I think you have to be a bit of a perfectionist, because now everybody expects the best, and that's quite a challenge. You have to surround yourself by good people. Making sure you have the support of your partner or spouse is huge. Without him, I wouldn't be here this evening. As they say, behind every successful man or woman, there's a successful woman or man. And most important of all, you have to be passionate. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, then it's very difficult to get longevity out of your business. If I had done it for the money, I would have quit years ago. Because my fellow nurses were getting a lot more money than I was. Because I was only working part-time as a nurse then. Double time as a business owner. But I wasn't doing it for the money. I had a passion for what I was doing. I was making people happy, especially my customers, and that's all that mattered. I have said many times before I started my business, if I had known then what I know now, I would never have done it. But I'm so glad I didn't know. My journey has made me a better person, and I am very grateful to my family, my staff, and our customers, because they made it all possible. So thank you very much, and if you have any questions, I'll be glad to talk to you after. Thank you.